So this does not happen very often, but I received a screener to review a movie before it hits the theaters. And the movie I'm reviewing today is Your Monster. And whenever I watch a movie at home, all films are played in Lola digital sound. We follow Laura, played by Melissa Barrera, and she's going through a bad breakup at the worst time of her life. Laura stays at her mother's house while she's gone away, but she gets an unexpected visit from a monster. And well, I think I'll let Jon Lovitz tell you the rest of the story.
At first, you think he's a terrible guy. You fight. Then, you get to know him, you come to respect each other, and at the end of the picture, you're friends.
So, if I didn't know any better, I feel like they're building a monster romantic universe. First we had Lisa Frankenstein, now we have Your Monster. What's next? Mummy Mia? What? No way, someone actually made a book out of that? Oh, here I thought I was clever. It looks like a kid's book. Well, shout out to them. Well, anyway, while watching this movie, the monster really reminded me of... Yeah, he does kind of remind me of Scott Howard, but actually I kept thinking to myself, I think the actor behind the makeup is Wyatt Russell, and I was like convinced, I was like 99.9% that it was Wyatt Russell, and I was like, I'm not even going to look at the credits until the movie is over. But when the credits rolled and I saw who it was...
Who the fuck are you? What the fuck do you want?
So speaking of things that remind me of something else, so when I saw Lisa Frankenstein, I was like, this really wants to be a Tim Burton movie. And oftentimes, Your Monster is a carbon copy of Drop Dead Fred. The characteristics of our main character and the setup alone is almost identical. For most of the movie, it is following the outline to Drop Dead Fred, and then randomly it goes into Meridian. So if I had anything negative to say about this movie, I would say things progress really fast, and not necessarily like they're rushed, but more like a lot of things were probably cut out. And for your own sake, don't go expecting any kind of explanation because things just sort of happen in this movie. So you remember how I said this movie felt like a carbon copy of Drop Dead Fred? Well, in Drop Dead Fred, you felt really sorry for Phoebe Cates' character. Between her mother walking all over and then her ex-boyfriend walking all over, people just treated the character really bad. Now, don't get me wrong, I felt bad for the character of Laura in this film for a little bit, but as the movie went on, I was kind of like...
Stop whining!
There are some funny moments in this movie, and most of those funny moments are with the monster, but there are also a lot of other moments in the movie that are kind of like... There are some moments in the movie where I can say, oh, this is cute, but there's also a lot of other moments in the film where it feels very unbalanced, and that could be because a lot of things were probably cut out. My rating for Your Monster, well, if you loved Lisa Frankenstein, then you'll probably like this too, but I would say stream this movie at home. And just because I don't think something is amazing doesn't mean you won't like it. Also, I'd like to thank Pixel Screen Media for giving me the opportunity to review this movie, and also for letting me review movies the way I like to. No hype. No bullshit, just movie talk. Alright, Your Monster, are you excited to go see this in the movie theater? Have you even heard about this movie before I talked about it? Or do you too think there's going to be a romantic comedy monster universe? Comment below and let me know. Alright, so hopefully I wasn't too harsh, just being honest, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit. I'll see you at the movies.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.